Hey, this is Phil Hofer Frumpf. I'm going to show you how to install ComicPress and the plugin Comic Easel. Start right away adding your comic and creating an okay looking site. All right, first of all, we've installed WordPress. Now we're at the screen where we put in our information. We're going to create a comic, my K-Rad Spiffy comic. And since we don't want you to use the admin as a username, we're going to put in Frumpf, put in a password, put in my email, and yes, we wanted to allow search engines to index this site. Now I'm going to log into the website. It's a fresh website, brand new. I'm going to have it remember me, and this is what we get. We're going to log in. We're going to the dashboard. Welcome to your WordPress. Okay, I'm going to dismiss that. Go up here and go to my K-Rad Spiffy comic site, and this is the generic 2013 template that's on here. Next, we're going to go to Appearance, Themes, and I already installed ComicPress via FTP. I put it in the Themes directory. Otherwise, you would go to Install Themes, and you would search for ComicPress, search for it, and then install Activate it. So we're here now in the Themes page. We're going to activate ComicPress. Now this is a fresh install, so it's completely new. And refresh this part of the site, and this is what you get. My basic generic, nothing. The next step we do is we go over here to plugins. We're going to add a new plugin, and that plugin is Comic Easel. So we search for Comic Easel, search for it. You'll see Comic Easel and ComicPress to Comic Easel Migrator. We're going to install Comic Easel. As soon as it installs, we're going to activate it. And when that happens, it creates a new section over here for comics. All the comics, add a comic, your tags for it, chapters, characters, locations, import if you want to import a whole bunch of comics, your configuration, and the debug screen. Now we're going to go back over here to my K-Rad Spiffy comic, and you'll notice that there's still really nothing there. It's because we have no comics. So let's add a comic. We're going to add some generic old comic that we have. Some generic image comic. Number 1 or something like that. This is the blog post area. You'll notice over here there's directions now. The directions are add a title. Titles must be alphanumeric and not just numbers. Blah, 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 blah. Go ahead and read those. We're going to go down here to chapters. Since we have no chapters, we got to create one. And since we don't have a whole bunch of chapters, we're just going to call this chapter comics. Yeah, check mark. Make sure it's check marked in there. And we here at the top set comic featured image. Oh, that means that's where we put our comic, huh? So we're going to click that, select the file. I'm going to go into my Mimi's directory, wherever it is, and just pick some random Mimi that I have on my system. There's a good one. Ooh, I like elephants. Do the elephant one. All right, it added the comic. It's got some random title. Set it as a featured image. Now this is the comic for this post. I want it to publish immediately. Otherwise, I'd click this and set what publish date I want on it. And then I click published. It is now going to be published. Now I can view the post. Hey, look at that. It's there. Go back to the dashboard. Hey, you know what's wrong with this? I can tell you exactly what's wrong with this. It looks bland. Well, guess what? With ComicPress, we can design the site right on the fly. We don't need to know CSS. Okay, so I hit Customize. I went up to the upper left-hand corner, clicked on Customize, and I'm now previewing the ComicPress theme. Let's expand this out a little bit. Yeah, maybe not. Go to Options. There's default schemes here. So I want the boxed theme. No. Yeah, I want the box theme. Now if I expand it out a little bit so you can see it, that's what it looks like. Okay, now we're going to look at this. Oh, it's got a box around it. It's at the page. That's kind of cool. But this comic is a long form comic. I want it actually in the content area instead. So I'm going to click this button, put the comic in the content column. Now it's right above the post column right there. Immediately happens. See that? See that? Oh, but I don't like the background. I want to change the background a little bit. So let's change the background. We're going to click on background colors. Nope, that's not it. We're going to click on background image and select a file for the background image. We're just going to use some random thing here. Anything interesting? No, nothing interesting here. Let's go back to the desktop. Oh, evil black dots. That'll be perfect. It's not perfect. Okay, tile horizontally. Nope, tile vertically. There we go. And fixed. Background position right there. Oh yeah, perfect. I'll go back up here to background colors. I need to add that apparently. Oh, we're going to save and publish this. Close it. Go to the background section here. And select color. Make it black. Save changes. There we go. Now, in the ComicPress options, we have the different layouts that are available. The 3-column, 2 columns left, 2 columns right. Hey, that's perfect right there. Now, if we look at the website, that's what it looks like. Oh, the colors are off. I can't see the comic. Oh, well, let's go back to the customizer. Let's change the background color of the subcontent wrapper. And we're going to make that completely white. Hey, look at that. Now it's completely white. I can't see the text of the thing there. So we're going to go to text colors, header description. We're going to make that white. Oh, just another WordPress that shows up there now. Oh, but the menu bar doesn't show anymore. Let's fix that. Background colors, menu bar wrapper, and pick color right there. Hey, that's cool. Yeah. Now we got I don't like that color there. The link colors for the header H1, we need to make that nice bright. And header H1 hover color, make that a red. So when you mouse over it, I want to make that a blue. Yep, there we go. Oh, but these links are red still, and the header's red, so that doesn't match. So let's make the body link color a blue. Yeah, I'm seeing that. It made it blue. And then we go over here to visitors color, can have just a little bit off of that. And the hover color, I want to make red. I'm going to make a big old bright red. Okay, so now when we're going to publish it, close it. You notice that when you mouse over it, it's got the colors I want there. Oh, this is kind of bland here. So let's customize that little section for the there. I want to make the background color of that section, which would be here. It's a little bit too bright. Here we go. Hey, look at that. Now we got some coloration going on with it. Let's go options here and put rounded corners on it. Oh, that looks cool. See that right here? So it looks cool now. All right. So we got a generic site right up there. I don't like the black background. I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to remove that. Publish. And go back to the dashboard, to the background, and get rid of that color. Okay, so go back to customizer. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Yeah, made that change. Link colors. What was that? That was header each one. Let's make that. There we go. That looks pretty cool. All right, so now we have this. Blog posts come up. Sample pages come up. Oh, geez, I'm just not happy with this at all. It's kind of easy to do though, huh? Oh, there's more schemes. There's Sandy scheme. Let's see what it looks like on the front page. It didn't look that hot right there. So let's take it out of the content column. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Let's make the comic wrap a bright white. Yeah, look at that. That's kind of cool. Right there. See that? And publish. I don't know though. Go up here and try the mecha scheme. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's got too many background colors. Let's get rid of the color that we put in into what was it? It was sub-content wrapper. Clear that. And let's clear the one for comic wrap. Hey, look at that. That's kind of cool. That's not looking good there. Link colors. Header H1. We need to make that a nice bright color again. And I'll make it kind of a bluish bright. There we go. I could also, replace the header with something I want. But you saw how easy that was, right? Well, now we got that new look right there. But we also can change this area with that customizer that we just showed you. Customize. Let's go back to the customize. Options. Cecil. Yeah, Cecil. There we go. Look at that. This is another simple scheme that we have going on here. Go back to the home page. If it wasn't frozen. Anyways, there you go. Oh, you know what? We'll go for part 2.